Happy Labor Day, folks. I've spent the day in Los Angeles with a favorite aunt. She's actually my favorite aunt. And essentially I just drove her around town, and in exchange I got to hang out with her. So that to me is a fair deal, because I love her. And she has just such good energy, and I love being around her. I love her. So that was just like the perfect way to spend the day today. Anyway, I just want to talk to you a little bit about laughter and the importance of having our own light energy in this world, right? And I know that I've had times in my life when I didn't have a reason to laugh. Like, I just legitimately was in such a dark place. I'm talking about the lost years. If anybody has followed along for a while, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But essentially, it was just me for years, just being so afraid and feeling so alone. And I remember in those days, I even outed myself to a couple of people, important people in my life. I am depressed. I don't know how to get out of this. I don't know what to do. And I was in that space for a long time. And then I remembered, like, a really good friend, dude, she's amazing, from grad school. And she always then, would, and still to this day, dude, she's big into therapy. And she would talk to me openly about therapy. In those days, it was not as common, or at least I wasn't as aware of it, right? It almost felt a little bit like negative. If you have to go see a therapist, then what is wrong with you? And I remember even when I started to see my therapist, and I said, I sort of feel guilty for coming to get help, because I know that there are people out there who are suffering like more greatly than I am. So why should I come in here and essentially complain? That was my perspective. And I remember that person was like, okay, so essentially what you're saying is, why should I come in here when all I have is a broken leg, when somebody else is having a heart attack? Which was such an excellent point. I was like, yeah, like, we don't have to play this comparison game. The bottom line is, I know I am in need, right? And it took a long time before I could get to that place within myself where I could just be in joy, so that I could just legitimately have laughter. Like, I don't walk around just like laughing all day, but I sort of do. I don't know. I'm looking at the light things of life. I'm looking at the fun things of life. I'm looking for the joy in life, right? And this is not about being in denial, because believe me, I deal with whatever issues come up inside of me. I deal with those things. So it's not about that, dude. It's almost like, because I am constantly working out these difficult feelings that come up inside of me, and I do not ignore them, then it leaves me open to when those moments of processing are done, even if I'm only taking a pause, right? It gives me all this freedom to actually be filled up in my soul, dude. And I can feel it. My heart chakra lights up, and I just feel so happy, right? Even on difficult days, I can have joyful moments, right? And it is because of that constant cleaning out of those difficult feelings, right? And so I know that it's like, I talk about this topic a lot, and sort of what I talk about is this idea of processing those difficult emotions. And so it may seem like, oh, okay, Erica, yesterday she talked about how she had a difficult day, so she must be in difficulty. No, dude, that's That's just my everyday life. Okay. But as a result, dude, my reward for that is I get to live in lightness. I get to have a day like today where, my aunt and I, as we're driving around, we're talking, we're laughing, we're singing, just like two little kids riding around LA. And it's wonderful. It's so much fun, dude. I love her so much. And I can say that to her with my full chest. I can say to her, I love her. Like, I love her. I want to, I was like gifting her all this stuff. And I told her, okay, I'm going to send you this. I'm going to, I've already have a list of things that I want to buy to send to her because I just love her. And I want to express my love for her. Right. And in those days, dude, those dark days, there's no way I would have been safe within my own body to be able to have a moment like that, dude. I think I would have been, I was so inward. I was so self-focused, but I wasn't actually processing anything. All of those dark emotions and dark feelings were just stuck inside of me. And so it was so hard for me to be free. And so I really see my laughter as a sign of that healing. Okay. And it's not performative. Dude, nobody, there's not like a person by my side with like a checklist going, okay, did she laugh? How long was it for? Was there honesty in her eyes? Oh, dude, I don't worry about any of that, dude. I'm living my life authentically. I'm living it for me. It's not to impress anyone. I don't give a fuck. Okay. But it's important. It's important. Okay. So anyway, that's enough of that. I hope you all had a lovely Monday. See ya!